what holiday? What holiday is coming up?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. All right. And I have a kind of a random question for you. Raise your hand if you have a friend. No friends? No friends in the back?
Girls in this class. I'm not friends with girls.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. Okay, it seems like most of you have a friend. And so my main question for you is, what do you think makes a good friend?
They're nice.
Boys.
They're
Boys
nice.
make good friends.
Boys make good
Play
friends.
with me with my dolls.
They play with you. Awesome.
They buy me foods.
They buy you what?
Foods.
Foods.
They're nice.
They're nice to you. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm getting from all of your answers is that good friends think of others. Good friends are kind to one another. And at the beginning of this year, you guys came into my classroom and I explained all of the classroom rules. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit more about this and talk a little bit more about what it means to be a friend. Good friends are kind to one another. Does anyone know what it means to be kind to one another?
Nice.
Nice. Good-hearted, positive, exactly. Good friends can look different from one another. Does everyone have to look the same in order to be your friend?
Yes.
No. The answer is no. Anyone can be your friend. I can be friends with someone who is way taller than me or way shorter than me, and it's not a big deal. Good friends can disagree without hurting one another. Mackenzie, you and Caitlin may not agree on everything, but can you still be friends?
Probably.
Yes, probably. Good friends care about one another. So what's a good example of caring for one another, Jacqueline?
Caring for one another?
Yes.
If my friend was sad, I'd probably ask him or her why they're sad.
Exactly. Perfect. So now what do you think? Okay.
Pinata parties always
Great. Love it. So love it. So what do you think friendship has to do with Thanksgiving? Does anyone know? How could we relate the two topics together?
Thankful for my
The
friend.
Indians were friends with the pilgrims.
Yeah, and they help them gather food.
Very, very true. Very true. Okay, so to talk about friendship, we're going to sing a little song. So I want everyone to stand up. Take a little stretch. Stretch all the way up and all the way down.
I'm not going down in this room.
All right, and does everyone know the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I want everyone to start a little beat like we learned in Miss South's class. I'm going to lead it. And then I'm going to lead. So you guys all keep clapping, and I'm going to go. Love, love, love your friends, different as they seem. Playing, laughing, joking, helping, true friends are like a dream. Okay, stop. So, what can we do for the word love? What's a good hand motion for the word love? Love. Good. Okay, so we're going to do love, love, love your friends. Different as they seem. Good. Playing, laughing, joking, helping. Yeah, let's just do something kind of active. Playing, laughing, joking, helping. True friends are like a dream. Do a little lay down with some smiles. There you go. Okay, so is everyone ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, ready, go. Love, love, love your friends, different as they seem. Playing, laughing, joking, helping, true friends like a dream. Very great. So, when we sing this song in class from now on, I want you to think about how you're being a good friend, not only in this classroom, but on the playground and in your own homes and everywhere else. Can you sit? You may be seated, absolutely. Okay, so for our activity, you are going to draw a picture of you and a friend. You don't have to do a best friend. It can be just a friend. And then I want you to write 2 complete sentences about why they are a good friend and what makes them special to you. You have 2 minutes to do that.
I don't have curly hair, but I do. It's really disappointing. Oh, that's my face.
Okay, you've got about 1 more minute. Two sentences about why your friend is so great. It's abstract. Okay, when you're done, put your thumbs up. Okay, so it looks like most of you are done. So what I want you to do is look to your partner. I know there's going to be 3 of you in the back that are going to work together. And then talk about who your friend is and read your sentences clearly to your partner.
Mackenzie. This is my best friend. This is Bob. My best friend is a turkey. This is because she lets me eat her on Thanksgiving. Well, this is my picture. And it's of me and my best friend Coach. That's my dog. My best friend Coach is my best friend because this is my friend Hannah. My sister says Hannah is a great friend because she cares about me and she likes to do fun things with me. She's more normal sized. My face is so small.
Okay, so we're going to stop. All right, so we already kind of went through this question, but I'm going to ask one of you to tell me what friends have to do with Thanksgiving. You can invite them over for dinner, great. You should be thankful for your friends, great. Okay, maybe not suffocate them, but hugs are great, absolutely. We'll talk about that later. Maybe health class to talk about that. Caitlin, what do friends have to do with Thanksgiving?
Well, they all said my answers.
They all said your answers. Okay, one of the answers that I was thinking that no one said was that the Pilgrims and the Indians, they were 2 different kinds of people, right? The Indians came from the wilderness and they lived in the forest and they ate things like berries and roots and they killed all of the animals that they ate. And the Pilgrims, they were a little more cultured. They came from the city. They came from England. They ate more refined and upscale things. And just because they were different, does that mean that they couldn't be friends? Blake? Sure. Okay, so a little something about the first Thanksgiving. I know we've talked about it a little bit in class, but the first Thanksgiving in the United States was held in Plymouth in 1621, and the feast was prompted by a good harvest. The first Thanksgiving feast was made of lobster. Has anyone had lobster before?
Ew.
Great. Chestnuts, which are a kind of nut, onions, carrots, rabbit, chicken, honey, and other things.
That's not what I eat.
So it's not a traditional Thanksgiving meal, is it?
No.
Where's the turkey?
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't have turkey. Yeah, it was interesting, and one of the reasons they ate lobster was because it was by the ocean. Plymouth was right by the ocean. Governor William Bradford organized the first Thanksgiving, and he was the person who was kind of like the president of Plymouth in the day. Okay, so a few questions. Did the Indians and Pilgrims look the same?
No.
No. But were they still able to be friends?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to read you a little poem that I want you to think about when you are having your Thanksgiving meal with your family. It's called To Friendship by Eloise Greenfield. It's time for the party, and as we begin, let's do a sentimental thing. Let's lift up our punch to the bunch, that's us. We'll say that our friendship is dear, and we'll promise to keep it from year to year. And this toast we'll repeat each time we meet. And now, my friends, let's eat. So, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, Miss Bauer.
No homework.
Yay.
That's it.
Where is that? You guys want to start starting?
Do we have enough time?
No, we're doing.
Oh, for the questions, yes.
Kenzie, start it off. All right. Okay, I thought you did a great job of letting us speak our opinions and letting us say, like, you would ask us questions and let us talk back, but you still managed to keep us under control. And there wasn't like a time of like absolute chaos where like we were just screaming out things. It was kind of like a structured student involvement. So I thought you did a good job at doing that and communicating that to us, what you wanted us to do. I thought that you knew your lesson content well, and you knew the point of what you were trying to get at, and tried to get us to understand that and kind of guided us along so that we kind of came up with the answer on our own. You didn't necessarily say like, no, this is the right answer. So yeah, I thought you did a good job.
Yes, I think your objectives were evident in the lesson. You did a good job of combining both Thanksgiving and the meaning of friendship and what friendship looks like and what it can look like, and that there isn't like a definite answer. Like you can only be friends with certain people, and so it was really good and interactive, trying to define what friendship was, and I just think you did a really good job of portraying your lesson and your content. Really good job.
Obviously, this lesson was content intensive, but I really liked how I feel like yours has been a little bit different just because I think it involved a lot of critical thinking on the students' part. So I liked that it was different in that way. I think sometimes we can lose that kind of like cognitive development in some of our more basic lessons, even though obviously all of our lessons included necessary things to be learning. I liked how you included the more critical thinking. I liked your song as well. I think it was definitely supportive of what you wanted to talk about, and I also liked how you allowed us to choose how to model the song, how to move the movement.
Thank you. That's actually like perfect because my standards are more like health plans from like the first, second grade level, because it is like one of the standards is having a positive like life with involving your family and your friends, and so that was something I really wanted to touch on instead of just like the regular like math, science type of thing.
I think you definitely did that.
Yeah,
so
thank
cool.
you.
My question is, did the teacher give good examples modeling the content, or did the students have to guess answers? I don't think we had to guess the answers because you had said you had taught the lesson before, so I feel like we would have known that material because it wasn't like super. You didn't ask questions that were like very specific. You left them open-ended, which was, I think, was good, especially for the age group that you're aiming for. And you definitely did model the song beforehand, showing us how to sing it and everything. So I really think you did a good job overall with just modeling that I really don't know what else to say
Thank
about
you.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
At what point did the teacher begin to meet a more student-centered environment? I feel like that started with drawing a picture of you and your friend and writing 2 sentences about why they're a good friend and why they're special. What grade was this geared towards?
This was more like first or second grade.
First or second grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really like that you told us to write 2 sentences, and you and not just any 2 sentences. You told a specific purpose for the sentences, and so it kind of challenged. I mean, we're not first or second graders, obviously, but if you were to do this in the future with first or second graders, it's a little bit more of a challenge for them to think about why. And so that was really good. And then being able, you told us to share with our peers, share the picture and share the sentences with each other, and having to interact with others was a good way to,
Thank you.
So, for assessment, a common theme in your lesson was that friends come in different shapes and sizes and are very unique to each other, and that also you can be friends with anybody. And so you definitely reiterated that numerous times throughout your lesson, and at the end you were very clear as to state, like, can you be friends with anybody? Were they different? Yes, so those types of things. So I think you did a good job of assessing the concept of friends coming.
Thank you.
As far as age assessments, perfect for the age group. They're learning about making friends, and they still have the ability to make a lot of different friends with ease because they're just so young and learning a lot about themselves. So having some self-reflection time on like what makes a good friend and who else could be your friend is really good to brainstorm for them and stuff, that they're starting to think about ways to expand themselves and their comfort levels socially, which is very important. So
Thank you.
as far as how the lesson can be extended, we already talked about Thanksgiving and stuff before and gave us that background and stuff. So maybe even interviewing family members and stuff and asking them to write down a sentence and stuff, just to give them kind of a better overall thing, or have them share with their friends that they talked about what they were, the picture and stuff like that, and creating art for them. So
And you can definitely extend this by going to other ethnicities, other cultures, and,
Yeah.
and allowing people to understand and explore the differences that other people have.
Right. I feel like if I actually were to use this in a classroom setting, it would be more of like a Thanksgiving and then post-Thanksgiving to kind of be as a segue into like different cultures, different races, different, people's beliefs. And I know that religion's kind of a taboo in the classroom, but I feel like you can talk about it from a cultural standpoint, and because like even children of that age, we live in America where there's tons of different cultures and denominations of churches and all of those different things. So
Yeah,
perfect.
you can definitely expand on this because you can lead into civil rights. And
Absolutely.
and also looking at the list of the different foods that were eaten versus everything else, and just kind of looking at, okay, like what kinds of foods are eaten traditionally and etc. So it really makes a difference to see, oh, this is what my family eats versus this is what they originally ate, and other families eat this and stuff, to kind of get a better cultural standpoint of that
Great.
as well.
Thank you so
Good job.
much.
Good job.
Yeah, the other professors.
Look,